Hi, Melchi. How are you? Hi again, Big O. Hi, Miss Key again. Salute, salute, salute. How are y'all doing today? How was work? How was your week? How's the week going so far? Hello again, Big O. How was your day? How's everything going? How's the weather, of course? Could be better. Could be better, especially this week. Of course, I feel sick. I had a sinus issue, so I could not be on. So you know how that be. How you doing, Realist? How are you? How's your week? How's everything going? Okay. Yeah. How you doing, Realist? Let's see you too. I'm glad to see everybody. I'm feeling all right, y'all. I try not to talk about myself too much, but you know, I'm feeling better. I just of course I had to get some rest. I have a sinus issue, if anybody didn't know. And my it affects like my face area, which causes like problems with swelling and stuff, and it hurts so damn bad. Yep, salute, salute everybody. But yeah, I just came on because I had a topic. I was into like a lot of stuff as far as like different platforms, and I was talking about different places where I've been going and stuff. I be on TikTok a lot now. So if you don't see me too much on here, I be on TikTok. So because TikTok gonna be my new home eventually. And then I've been kind of looking into like the whole story with Will and Jada. I really wanted to kind of catch up on that. But yeah, I pretty much want to go different places and stuff and network. I'm all about networking as well. I'll still network on here, but you know, I kind of like, you know me, I'm adventurous. I have to venture other places to kind of do other things. Hi, Dee Dee. How you doing, love? I appreciate you coming through. How's your week? How's your day? How's everything going, y'all? How's everything going, Dee Dee? Yeah, but I've been networking on there. My friend, she's been getting me hip to TikTok. I've been actually getting kind of glued to that lately. And I like the fact that you can actually grow. You grow actually faster than you do on here. And then it's not a bunch of it on there you actually have room to grow because you get more traction. And then plus you don't have to do like long drawn out videos and stuff of that nature. And then you pretty much, like I said, it's restrictions, of course, but you actually able to grow. And I grew a big following on there already. So I've been focused on that. And then I've been focusing on just different things in my life as far as like I'm looking into like doing some traveling this fall. Me and my friend, we plan on doing like traveling this fall. She's a traveler. Of course, she's also a trucker. So she had put me onto like different places to go and stuff for this fall, whatever. And plus her birthday's coming up. I want to throw her like a little nice event for her birthday. Her birthday, I believe, yeah, it's close to like it's like between maybe winter and spring. But I wanted to kind of throw her something for her birthday. TikTok. See, it's easy as hell to get views. Yes, it's actually real easy to get views. I just put up like videos of myself, and I literally like had like 900 views, almost like 1,000 views. And then I already got like I had gained like what? I gain like 10 followers a day. And then, like I said, you don't have to really deal with folks like how you have to deal with on here, where you have to deal with all the extra stuff and the messy stuff. You just do your videos and people either like it or they love it or whatever. But it ain't all that extra stuff to it. Yeah, and then you can actually go viral much faster on there. I had already went viral off of one video. Just like I did I literally like did that on this short, like for this channel. I ended up getting like traction off of that, off of one short. And that was like my first short, and that was just my baby picture. And I got like 1,000 views, but that was it. But on there, you grow faster, and then you don't have to deal with like the politics of the give and the take, because it's like the give and the take on here. And then, like I said, it's like hot and cold. And I want to network it on some business type of things. I don't want to like keep dealing with, you know, getting like close to people, because it's on here. You have to kind of get close to people. It's just about the business for me. I'm not trying to get close to people like that, because it causes too much problems. Yes, but TikTok, I would suggest people to start going on TikTok. You can upload stuff on here no different than you do on here, and then you actually can do longer videos now than you did back then on TikTok. Yes, go back. And then also send me a follow too, Realist. Send me a follow, because I want to follow you on there as well. Y'all also can follow me on Instagram too. I don't bite either. Yeah, Didi, I agree. It's tiring. It's like I just want to say hey and nay and bye. I'm not trying to be dealing with, you know, the politics of what goes on here. I just want to specifically just say hi and bye, and you can't do that. And then it's like it's too cult. It's too cultish. People don't have their own minds. And that's why I said, it's like with me, if I don't see, like I said, I'm gonna keep growing. I'm gonna like do one, because like I said, I'm gonna balance two with both of my hands, with TikTok and YouTube. But I'm gonna put more energy more into my TikTok than the YouTube. And then like I'll post content, but it's like I don't know. I don't have the desire, like I said I did a month ago or whatever. But on TikTok, I feel like I will post every day. And then, like I said, I can definitely grow on there much faster. And plus, you get to go live on there as well. And I like, okay, and I'm wouldn't mind going live, because my friend, she actually be on there too. Yes, it's definitely a cult. It's definitely a cult. And people, like, they don't have their own minds. And then they like to be influenced. And if I feel like you're being influenced to be a certain way, act a certain way, because you're afraid of certain things, or you're afraid of losing support, then we have issues. This is why, like I said, I want to do content basically just talking, but I don't want to sit up here and get involved with people on here, and then they got these weird relationships with each other, and you don't know, like, it's like, and it's crazy, because it's like I see it every day. And that's the only reason why I bring it up as much as I do, because I see it every day. And it's like, man, it's crazy that these people who are over the ages of 35 on here, like, they don't have their own minds. It's like they don't have their own minds. They don't have their own brains. If you just don't like something, just choose to not like it because you just don't like it. But it's like they have to let someone influence them to make whatever decisions that they probably wouldn't be able to make on their own. Yes. And then like me, I particularly stay away from people who they like, if I know you're trying to grow, and you're trying to get monetized, those are people I normally try to, you know, if you trying to establish yourself, I try to keep my distance from it then, because I notice like when you're on a mission, that's understandable. Because when I'm on a mission, I tend to kind of want to distance myself from people too. But that's my choice if I want to distance myself from it. But you got to have, like, some people, they got to make their own decisions. But unfortunately, a lot of people, they can't make their own decisions. They have to do it because someone else influenced them to do it. Either you do it because you want to, or, you know, whatever. But I'm going to do it based on my decision, because me, I'll distance myself very quickly. Very, very, Didi, very. And it's like they don't have like on there, you get the network, and then it's about making money. If you have to make money based off of feelings and emotions and jealousy or whatever the case is, because there's nothing I can do for you. I like someone who's assured of their self, who doesn't have insecurity issues. You have to be well assured of yourself. You have to have at least high self-esteem. If I don't see that, you know, we can't gel or mesh. And with my friends in real life, we mesh together because we understand each other, and we understand what our dislikes is, what's not our dislikes. But everybody have like their own passive aggressive thing when it comes to that. And that's kind of like what I see with the whole Jada and Will situation. And I'm going to go into that because this is interesting. The reason why I feel like people feel a way about Jada and the whole Will situation is because they live their life through them. They live their life through them. And some people, they can't think for themselves. They can't mirror their relationships on their own. They can't make something. They can't accomplish anything on their own or influence their self. So they have to do it through either celebrity or someone else. And the reason why I feel like they're upset with her, because they feel like it was a lie. And maybe it was a lie. But at the end of the day, you can't follow people's relationships so deeply if you're on the outside looking in. People are upset with her because she's letting out stuff that has been going on. But I don't feel like it was ever a secret. I don't feel like it was ever a secret with their personal lives. I think it was always out in the open. It's just now she's trying to open up about it and speak on it to a certain degree. But how can you get mad at something that at the end of the day, which you are perceiving it to be on the outside and which could be an illusion? It could be an illusion. It's an illusion to us all. Sorry, my notifications popping up. Yes, they do. And then on top of that, they expect for them to live certain expectations that they can't live in real life. And like I said, I disagree with how, of course, like I said, I disagree with how Jada she's using this situation to kind of pawn herself off as a victim. That I understand, but people are taking it more worse than how they should, because at the end of the day, that's their relationship. That's their relationship. Yeah. The only thing I would say I disagree with, human to human, is that she should have been more open-minded about how she felt with Will behind the scenes without anyone ever knowing. So it won't be leaving such an impact on her relationship. I feel like they're in a relationship with each other because they don't really know each other. They didn't really know each other when they met, and they weren't really compatible. I think the only thing that pretty much made them compatible is their celebrity status and them being in Hollywood. How you doing, Smooth? How you doing? Thank you so much. Thank you for coming through. Yep, realist. And thank you again, Smooth. How's your day going? How's everything going? Hope all is well with you. Nice seeing you. Yep. But yeah, it's just with that situation, people just assume that that she's messing things up. But at the end of the day, it was already messed up. It was already, like I said, they were already living a lie. They were living a lie. They kept up the image. And I feel like Jada held on to an image. She was holding on to the secret. She was holding on to secrets. She was holding on to this facade that was built off of their brand. And I feel like the way it was handled, she should have handled it a little bit better because, like I said, even though we may disagree with things, they're still celebrities. They still have influence. People are going to still be perceived and pretty much feel like they were let down to a certain degree. Yes, it's definitely our best. But yeah, she pretty much, like I said, she held on to those secrets. She held on to the facade. And it not only that, it left pretty much like a passive aggressive tone to it. And it pretty much, like I said, once she felt she needed to come out, it's not being perceived well because it's too late, because the image has already been spoiled. The image has already been tainted. I feel like at the end of the day, she's trying to smooth things over to kind of hold on to this brand, and that brand is no longer. But at the end of the day, like I said, can you really blame her? Can you really blame Will? Can you really blame her? Because they held this image because people held on to their relationship. People use their relationship as goals for almost 20 damn years. They used their relationship as goals for 20 years. And now they're upset about it. So I feel like the way she did it, she should have got under someone who could have executed it a little bit better, or just do it in a second nature. But I feel like maybe she wants to be the bad guy. I don't know if she wants to be the bad guy or not. I don't know if she wants to take the fall for Will, because he's looking more good in this situation now. Before, he was looking kind of bad because he ended up taking that, he ended up taking a nosedive for her. He went out there and assaulted another dude for her. And now this news is coming out. So you got to understand, like, these situations, she pretty much put this situation out there to be perceived a certain way. And now she didn't like the way it happened. I feel like at the end of the day, y'all are living in two separate worlds. Y'all just need to go ahead and have somebody just go ahead and just announce that y'all divorcing. That's it. That's all. There's nothing more to it but to do it. Because I'm saying, hi, Tyler. How you doing, love? How are you? How was your day, sweetheart? I appreciate you coming through. Crazy as hell. Yeah. She wants to keep holding on to these facades, and you at the end of the day, this is hurting you. You're looking like the bad guy now, but maybe she do want to look like the bad guy, because in the end, this would help Will be the victim. Maybe this would help Will be the victim. This will kind of help him from that, that blackballing they were trying to do on him. So maybe this is a way to try to help him build that brand back up for himself, and then maybe they're going to probably go their way. So maybe that's how she's doing it right now. Maybe she's taking a double-edged sword with this. Maybe she's trying to kill two birds with one stone. She's trying to use this to make herself as a bad guy, and then they're going to probably go ahead and just head for the divorce. Oh, Lord. I don't know what she's turning into, but her head do look a little funny. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, can you get mad at Chris Rock? Your head do look a little funny, Jada. And I mean, you are a Virgo sis like myself. And that's why I'm trying not to beat up on her, because, I'm loyal to the Virgos, because, I'm a Virgo. But yeah, I don't know. It's just like she's really Virgoing right now because she's literally holding on. She's actually Virgos. One thing about us, we will hold on to stuff. We will hold on to how we feel for months. And then if we get overloaded, we'll just let it out. And then sometimes we let it out and we don't realize that it's too late to let it out. We could be some passive aggressive individuals, I'm telling you. And she's being passive aggressive, but maybe this is her way of trying to clean up his image. Because I do believe that Jada did hold on to them secrets. I do believe she held on to them secrets, them little weird rendezvous they had, and the little weird stuff to their relationship. Their relationship has been weird for the last couple years, or perceived as such. But she's probably doing this to try to say, okay, let me go ahead and just this is my way of just saying I'm the bad guy. Maybe I want to be the bad guy. You know, maybe I want to take this fall for him. Maybe she's taking the fall for him because his name is going to ring more bells. He's going to bring in that more money for that brand specifically, because that brand finna be over. That brand finna be over. It ain't gonna be, it's no longer. So at the end of the day, I don't know, like if this is to try to get him to go into a single direction to kind of get his Leonardo DiCaprio on. I don't know. Maybe this is his way of like kind of going into that single phase and basically like they end the whole thing. I'm trying to understand, is that the direction she's going to go into? Because it's weird altogether. And then it's leaving people in confusion. People who don't know how to, like I said, people who don't know how to use their own brain and take their mind into different places. Like I said earlier, it's going to affect them more than an average person that use their own brain. And at the end of the day, it's sad to say, but people like to be influenced. And there's a reason for influencers, which ain't nothing wrong with it, which ain't nothing wrong from taking something, because we all influence each other. We all influence certain ideas, certain styles, whatever. So there's nothing wrong with influence, but there's a such thing as people just culting and pretty much standing for these celebrities. And not knowing, like I said, not knowing what's really going on. And then they're looking at certain images, whatever, to proceed in their lifestyle or what they think fits for them. And all while long, you don't really know what's going on. Or you're not using your brain enough to care. You're standing in too much to the point where you don't care. And I was the same way with Beyonce. I was fanning over Beyonce. Nobody could talk about Beyonce. I was like beehive. I was like, I'll put the bees in there. I used to walk around with the stuffed animal, and I used to beat people with the bee, with the bumblebee. I used to have a bumblebee stuffed animal, and I used to get upset. And I don't judge me. You could judge me, but I was like close to like in my 20s. And my brother, he was like, why you always listen to Beyonce? And I used to beat him with the damn bumblebee bear. So I ain't sitting here knocking nobody for fanning over folks, because I was actually a Beyonce stan. I still love me some Beyonce, but that's how crazy I was over her. Oh, you was a part of the hive? Yes, I was definitely the beehive. I was Swarm Your Chat. Yes. And I probably will still do it. I probably will still do it. I probably would, but I'm older now. Beyonce ain't paying my bills, but I have not. But when I was younger, oh Lord, I love me some Beyonce. Like I said, and I remember when it was a Nicki Minaj fan like attacking Beyonce, and we went at her. We ran her off of the internet. So yes, I was a part of the beehive. So, I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. But yeah, just going back to the whole Jada thing, she's pretty much, like I said, she wanted to kind of come out with this, whatever, but I feel like she's taking a fall for a reason. And the reason why she's taking this fall is because it's going to be separation in the future. Separation is definitely going to be a must because there's still money to be had in this situation. Will's career is not over. He still got a lot of rank in Hollywood. Regardless of that situation, I don't feel like it really affected him too much. People got mad, but no one really got upset. But I feel like it did kind of taint him a little bit, but he ain't got to ever worry about work ever in his life. He ain't ever got to worry about a job or anything. But yes, I was definitely the Beehive. I was definitely Beyonce. How you doing, Third? Nice seeing you. How's your day? Appreciate you coming through, Third. Yep. I was definitely the Beehive. No one could say anything about Beyonce. I had the Bumblebee stuffed animal. I still have it, and I think I still have it. But I used to hit my brother, and I used to sting him with it. I was like 17 or 18 when I did this. So don't judge me, but you can judge me. But yeah, it was crazy. It was definitely crazy. I was definitely the Beehive. But yeah, I think she's definitely finna take a fall. She's definitely taking this fall. And maybe this ain't a bad idea for her being the bad guy, because at the end of the day, regardless of how anybody feel about her, she's not going to want for anything for the rest of her life. And then not only that, we don't know their relationship. They may have a relationship where they just have that type of bond. It ain't as healthy as it should be, but it's healthy enough where they able to have like a business understanding or whatever the case is. So as far as the business aspect, I don't think that she will be affected. I don't think that she will lose out. I feel like she probably did this to save his brand and to save that whole dynamic of him being blackballed, and to basically save that whole institution in Hollywood, of course, because they're part of the elites. So you have to understand, like, that's just her calling to say, let me go ahead and take this risk. Let me go ahead and do what I have to do in this situation so I can save him to a certain degree. And then whatever rumors there is, let me go ahead and be the passive aggressive hoe that I'm looking like, and let me save my soon to be ex-husband. How you doing, Nate, baby? How you doing, Nate? I appreciate you coming through. Thank you for coming to my live. Appreciate you, Nate. Everyone goes through some phases. Yeah. Everyone goes through phases, but the difference with this situation is they didn't have to go through as much as they had to go through. I feel like Jada was suppressing some things because they live a weird alternative lifestyle. She had to be down with it. Of course. She had to be down with whatever they had going on. There's already been rumors about Will to a certain degree. I don't want to repeat them because for certain personal and of course legal reasons. I don't want to like bring that up, but Jada's held them secrets in. She pretty much, like I said, held that relationship on her shoulders. And I don't feel like she's ever been jealous of Will. There's nothing for her to be jealous of. Because at the end of the day, she know this man better than anybody know him. I feel like she suppressed it a lot during that relationship because of the lifestyle that they were living. Yep. Well, it's well workflow. Oh, yeah. I agree with you, Nate. I actually be working every time I watch you, whatever, and it helps me get through my workflow as well. So I definitely agree with you. But get your money as any means necessary, Nate, because we all got to make a living. Thank you so much, Nate. I appreciate you. I appreciate you so much, Dee Dee. Yeah, but it's like yeah, she really suppressed a lot of in that relationship. She suppressed a lot how she felt. She held a lot on her shoulders, and people looking at it as if she's a narcissist or nothing. No, I don't feel like it's that way. I feel like they built enough off of that relationship. That relationship wouldn't be nothing without the both of them. They built that brand together. It became a brand. People mirrored they and people talked about them in rap songs and R&B songs. And I remember when I was growing up, they had t-shirts in the malls of like Will and Jada, and that's all you would hear is Will and Jada. In the sitcoms, you hear Will and Jada, just like you hear like Martin and Pam. Their relationship was like the same thing as far as brand wise. It became a brand, and she held on to that brand on her shoulder. She held that on to her shoulder. And then, of course, like I said, her big, mainstream celebrity husband, he shined a little bit more, but I don't feel like that was enough. I don't feel like that was enough for anyone to feel any way. It's just the way it's perceived. Yes, she's being passive aggressive about it. So I feel like everybody's upset because she's being passive aggressive about it. But I feel like, okay, it's okay to be mad at her, because I don't feel like Jada is really upset about people being mad at her. I feel like she's taking this hit for a reason. She's taking this hit for a reason because at the end of the day, she has less to lose. She has less to lose than Will. Will has more to lose, and I would say she do, because of course he's the bigger celebrity, even if it's a brand, but his hierarchy helps it much better. He said Will is a simp. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I can call him a simp, because I mean, Will, he's not missing any urges or any meals. He's not missing the urge of any type of potential of any type of, any from any woman he could get. He can get any woman if he wants. He don't really need to be there with Jada. They don't really need to be with each other. I feel like they were only doing this for the brand. I feel like Jada did this, whatever, because at the end of the day, she wants to take the bigger fall. But at the end of the day, I don't feel like it would affect him. We may be calling him a simp now. Yeah, he was a simp for going his ass up there and taking that risk. It is, she's coming out here kind of saying, oh, such and such happened. But I feel like all of this should have been understood. I feel like they've probably been living in separate houses. They've probably been, they clearly live two different lives. It's like they live worlds apart. And when they did that interview talking about the whole August Alsina situation, it's like they were both in two different worlds. It was weird. And I'm like, why are y'all holding on to this brand it ain't really affecting us anymore? It's tainted. I feel like y'all need to go on for y'all own sanctity and peace. Jada dating Tupac Spears. She probably is, because it's just weird. And then what's weird about that, Nate, she like Willow, she writes a letter to Tupac. And I'm like, this is some weird stuff. Like, y'all willing to sit up here and keep this weirdo behavior up just for the sake of a brand. Y'all made millions and millions of dollars off this brand. The brand is over. The brand is over. It's no longer. But I feel like she's probably taking a passive aggressive kind of slow approach. She's probably listening to her representatives behind the scenes. Maybe they're telling her to do this, but this ain't a good move. You might as well just go ahead and just blankly say what it is. But she wants to kind of dance around it, and that's what's kind of upsetting people. But I feel like maybe this is what she's doing. She wants to be the bad guy, because if she go out there and really tell all the secrets, because it's clearly secrets, it's probably some secrets that's damning at this point, that probably could affect Will. Who knows? But she's holding on to these secrets for the sake of a brand, whatever. But you can keep them secrets. It's just for the sake of just this whole thing. Let it go. Why are y'all holding on to something? And then clearly y'all couldn't be friends anymore. It's just at this point, it's just like a business relationship. It's not even kosher anymore. It's just like a business relationship. It's not even, there's no, the love. I'm sure they have love for each other, but that in love and that whole thing is gone. I think that they're hurting each other. You can see the stress when they was in that interview. You can see the stress in Will's eyes. You can see how burnt out he was. You can see how burnt out she looked. Her face looks deformed, and I'm not sure, because Jada's a beautiful woman, but she literally, like, Jada literally has, like, she ended up getting like fillers in her face, and her face looks crazy. It's a mess. It's a mess, y'all. It's a mess. And she just, like, they look burnt out. And I'm all for, like, if something just ain't going to work, let it go. It's been 20, almost 30 years. That relationship has passed y'all by. It passed us by. So I just don't understand that whole situation. Maybe someone can get me to understand. I don't know, but it's weird. And then I could see if it wasn't really affecting y'all, it's clearly affecting y'all. It's affecting y'all adult kids. Y'all adult kids are starting to act weird. And then they get weirder by the years. They're getting weirder by the years. Who sits here and writes a letter to a dead man? And I didn't understand what was the purpose of Willow doing that. That was all weird. And at the end of the day, he's gone. Whatever relationship y'all had is gone. But it seemed like Jada, she has this thing where she wants to hold on to things. She has that Virgo energy, of course, just that wanting to hold on to things. And that's kind of like what Virgos do. I used to do it. But at the end of the day, she's Virgoing because we hold and suppress things for a long time. And we tend to want to keep it, we want to keep it going regardless of how toxic it is, because the love you want to have for a person, you want to keep suppressing how you really feel when you know you're not really, that love is gone. And that's kind of like the problem. But like I said, we're on the outside looking in, but for me, on the outside looking in, it's terrible. It's terrible. It's not going to go. It's going to keep making her look bad, and it's going to keep making him look bad. But it's going to make her look bad because now she has to get out here and talk. But when he goes out here and do something, he's looking bad. When she goes out here and do something, she's looking bad. But I feel like maybe this is approach she's taking for the sake of their relationship to kind of separate. Maybe it's going to be separation in the future. You can bet that it's going to be separation. But hopefully they work it out. But I say they need to do that because they don't want it to start turning into where they're going to start disliking each other. They're going to have to, and then of course, if there's alimony and all the other stuff that's in the works, they're going to have to work that out just looking at how they built whatever they built together. They're going to have to kind of, they're going to have to just say, okay, let's go ahead and let's take this approach. They're just going to have to do it behind the scenes. Like, let's take this approach. You split the baby one way, I split the baby another. That's just it, and that's all. So as far as, we're concerned. But I just say, closing out this argument, they're going to have to just let it go for the sake of their sanity, because your sanity and your peace in your mind means more than just a brand. Because at the end of the day, y'all lived out this brand, unless there's, financial issues, which I don't think that's the case. I don't think no one's needing for anything. She had the table talk. She had everything she needed as far as going her way and doing her own thing. She could still make it in Hollywood as an actress Will's still doing that as well. It won't affect anything if they just will keep it real. But sitting here trying to hold on to these, these trying to like sway us into thinking that this is normal is not normal. It's not normal. Maybe it's normal for y'all on a freakier Hollywood level, but we're not in Hollywood and we're the consumers and we're, of course, we're the viewers. It's going to keep looking bad. So on our hands and in our eyes, basically. So that's basically how I feel about that situation. Let it go for the sake of the relationship. And of course, the kids, because you don't want that to go ahead and it's already passed on to the kids. You don't want that energy passing on to the kids and then it's shifting off into the grandkids. I don't think they want that at all. So I think that for the sake of sanity, let the relationship go. Let the brand go. And if this is her way of just saying, let me be the bad guy, I guess we'll have to take it. We'll just have to take what we can take as far as that. So I'm saying this, we have to look at it from a different perspective. Everybody got their own perspectives, fine. But maybe this is her perspective to just go ahead and just say, let me go ahead and be the bad guy so I can go ahead and separate. So I can go ahead and go on with my life and we could split the baby. We could go ahead and we could split whatever we have as far as money or whatever the case is in brand wise. At the end of the day, it ain't affecting us. We're not making anything out of it. That's what I'm saying to myself, just my opinion. But I just look at it a different way. I'm not mad at her. Like I said, I ain't got no reason to be mad. As far as just that, is just she's clearly, like I said, she's holding that on her shoulder, and she know that this is going to affect him. But I just say, if she feels that this is the way for her to be the bad guy, do what you have to do. But I feel like I'm looking at it from that angle because that's the way they could just go on with their lives. They could just go on with their lives and they can go ahead and do what they have to do. So it must be emasculating and demoralizing for Will as a man and husband to know that his woman and wife is more in love with and enamored with the spirits of memory of a dead man that has been gone for 20 years. I'm sure it do. He talked about it in an interview when he was on the Breakfast Club. I like I said, I know it affects him. Like I said, but I feel like even with this relationship, I feel like they're both affecting each other because let's just be honest. There's always been some weird stuff with their relationship. It's always been some weird stuff in their relationship. That's a little deep, but we're not going to get into that. But it seemed like it's always been something deep there with their open relationship. It's always seemed like it's been something there that's been lingering and affecting both of them. But I feel like, yeah, they have love for each other. And I'm not doubting that Will don't love her. I'm not doubting that Jada don't love him the same way. But I feel like they are living a lie. And they want to keep it, but you can't really get mad at Jada for that because at the end of the day, it's up to both of them to say, let's separate. Let's separate. It is what it is. I'm not in love with you anymore. You're not in love with me. Let's separate. And they want to keep using other facets to get around just kind of like not really talking about like, let's just go on with our lives. It's never came to the whole conclusion. The conclusion is they need to just go their separate way. But I feel like it's like they're both, I don't know if it's just their representatives or somebody behind them. It's like they're all like, it's like they're dancing around it. And with this book, I feel like keeps dancing around it. It keeps giving like a passive aggressive energy to it. And she keeps on. I don't know if this is like another move for their brand. I don't know, but at the end of the day, it's still leaving a tainted feel to it. And at the end of the day, maybe that wasn't the right move she should have made. I feel like they should have just separated, and then it would look a little bit better if they would just separate. But you being a married woman, and then you're going on interviews and you're talking about, I'm Tupac wanted to marry me, and I'm still in love, and this and that. Yes, it looks terrible. I'm not gonna take that away from what you're saying, Third. I'm definitely not taking that away from you. But I feel like they're both hurting each other. But I feel like maybe she needs to make herself the bad guy. Maybe this is her way of saying, okay, let me be the bad guy for the sake of the brand. But at the end of the day, why keep holding on to the brand? Just separate. Y'all been together for so many years. Y'all been through any phases y'all could been through. Y'all, I'm sure y'all enjoyed from the good to the bad. It's took its course. It's pretty much it's a goner. It's a goner. It's over. That's all I could say. I don't know what more to say. I don't know what more to say. I don't know what more to say other than just they just should go the separation route. That's the only thing you can say. But she keeps using this way of, oh, this is that, and I'm in love, and this is that. It's like, why keep being held on to that brand? Because it's making y'all look a damn fool. No one is even excited about it, because the kind of image that y'all held, it'd been different if y'all was like a T.I. and Tiny, where it was kind of always out there. Because T.I. and Tiny, people don't really make an issue about them, because they already it's already been an open thing with them, especially out here in Georgia. It's already been an open thing with them anyway. So nobody really cared. And then T.I. been caught cheating so many times out in the open, but with them, it was always kind of hidden about their relationship. Maybe because they were bigger celebrities, but it was always hidden, you know, as far as their image. It's clearly been protected. Their image has always been protected. It always been, you know, held to a certain regard. So it makes it worse, because people held their relationship to a whole nother, you know, they held them up to a certain standard. Then they would hold, I would say, a T.I. and Tiny. They held their relationship up to even their own, you know, to their own detriment. And maybe this is kind of bad on the consumer. I don't know. But I don't really, like I said, I don't know who to feel bad for. I don't know whether to feel bad to how Jada or Will, but I feel like with her, I don't know. It's weird. And then you keep talking about other men. It's clearly, like I said, your relationships weren't a secret. You clearly held on to his shit didn't get out there, but your shit is getting out there. And it's kind of like it's making it worse, because it's already out there in the open. You're out here looking like the bad guy. But I don't know. Maybe this is just something that they got in the works. I don't know. But I'm just saying that as far as their feelings and emotions, and then, of course, playing on everybody else's emotions, for your own sake, you need to do what you have to do. But I don't know if this is her writing this little tell-all book. I don't know if this is a good approach. She should maybe just did this after the relationship was over, or they just needed to go get a divorce. Because at the end of the day, this is still a marriage. So I don't know. It's just weird. But only, you know, the person who understands it, maybe they can understand that. I don't understand it at all. I don't understand that. And I know with me, you would have to, I would have to separate. I would have to officially be over that situation and distance myself before I sit up here and do something like that. But I guess Jada feels she's doing what she has to do. Maybe she wants to be the bad guy for the sake of their brand. Because she still wanted, maybe that brand, maybe, I don't know. I don't know what's behind that brand. I don't know what's behind it. I don't know if they have like stock in it. I don't know what the case is. It's just all real strange. It's just very, very strange, y'all. But for the sake of, I would say the relationship, I would say I would get up out of it. That's just my opinion. I would get out of that relationship. I wouldn't so much stick around and keep tainting, because the brand is tainted. And I don't know who's telling them, let's keep this going, but it's not a good look. I don't know. It's just not a good look, y'all. Well, let me go take me a break. I need some water. everybody, I'm back. Let me cut the music down a little bit. All right, there you go. Oh, thank you for still being here, Tyler. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for rocking with me. Y'all know I'm long-winded as like ever. Yeah, I just picked some new instrumentals. I'm gonna have somebody customize a few of them for me so I can kind of, you know, have a little vibe. But thank you so much, Tyler. I like your tunes too, and I love your I'm gonna have to start coming over there more with your music stuff because I see you put some new uploads up. I'm gonna check that out too and go over there and support. I'm gonna definitely support everybody. It's just I was kind of down for a few days. I'm always sick. But yeah, I was just talking about the whole Jada and Will situation. At the end of the day, Jada just needs to go ahead and just let it go. Her and Will gonna have to come together. We know they live in separate homes. I mean, that's no secret. We know they living in separate homes. I don't know why they keep living this facade and living this lie. And at the end of the day, you can always fake a lot of things, but you can't live a lie. You cannot live a lie. And they've been living a lie for quite a while. Probably for the last 10 years. I mean, it ain't everybody else's business, but hey, when you're a celebrity, everything's our business, unfortunately. So I would say, me on the outside looking in, they need to separate for the sake of the sanity, and I'll keep repeating it. Thank you so much, Tyler, and you're definitely appreciated, and I'm definitely gonna be over at your channel. But you're very welcome, and thank you so much. I really appreciate you, Tyler. Yep, yeah. They need to stop lying to each other. They're not lying to each other because it's clear that they're not lying to each other. They have the understanding. They need to stop lying to everybody out in the open. Stop lying and then stop trying to hold on to this dead brand. It's dead. It's gone. Back to you, too. Back to you, Tyler. Yep. But what Third was saying, what he was saying, 20 years is dead and over. You sitting here talking about a dead man for 20 years, talk about you in love with him. And I feel like with the whole Tupac situation, I feel like she missed the opportunity because she missed the opportunity before she was able to get it. She probably, at the time, Tupac, he was on his wild stuff. And of course, maybe that wasn't what she wanted at the time. And she probably have some sense of regret there that they never was able to get together like how they did and be monogamous the way she wanted it to be. But I feel like she missed her mark on the Tupac situation. She probably they had something going or whatever the case is. He died and it didn't get fulfilled, and she probably feels some sense of regret. And at the end of the day, she needs to let that go too. It's over. I understand you love Tupac. We love Tupac. He was your friend, your dear friend. But at the end of the day, that's we understand you love him. We get it. But he's not coming back, love, anytime soon. So you and your daughter writing letters and then you're holding on to this marriage and still lusting over certain things that's no longer is very weird. Very, very weird. And at the end of the day, y'all not fooling a soul. Y'all not fooling a soul. Yeah, she needs to let it go. And Will's representatives need to let it go too. Will's representative, because I don't think Will is having. I don't think Will is even. I don't think he has anything to do with this. I think Will probably sent, like, you know, maybe a publicist to kind of talk for him. You know, he can't do no more foolishness. I mean, this could be a make or break for him at this point. I mean, even though he won't really be affected as he would, because he already made his mark in the game as far as like the you know, the Hollywood guy. But you know how I be. How you doing, Queen? Appreciate you coming through, love. Hope your day is well, love. That's the case. Only we can spectate. Only we can spectate, realists. But you know, I'm just looking I'm on the outside looking in. I'm the spectator on the outside. But I feel like he pretty much probably sent somebody to kind of speak for him, and she's kind of out there in the open with this, and they probably like, okay, maybe you should look like the bad guy. You're out here looking like the Jezebel, the whore, or whatever that you want to call it. She's out here looking worse. I'm glad you're doing okay, Queen. Glad you're doing really good. I appreciate you so much. But yeah, definitely. It's like he probably sent his representatives to kind of bring the dead weight towards her. Maybe they probably told her to go out here and take this mudslide, but it's getting more muddier than it should be. I mean, the mud is getting all over the furniture, the carpet is just looking terrible. And at the end of the day, the brand is over. They need to let the brand go. Because at the end of the day, unless this is her way of doing it, then maybe in a strategic fashion, maybe that works. But me on the outside looking in, they need to just let it go. They need to go ahead. They need to go ahead and let their publicists say, okay, they file for divorce. But maybe that's in the works. We don't know. But I'm just saying, as far as the brand, and then to keep this stuff lingering, it's only making you look bad and Will look bad. And then it's making him look bad like he's a wuss. And, you know, it's already bad because he already maintained a certain image, and now he's back to looking like the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air or something. It's just, they making him look like the corny guy again. So at the end of the day, it's not a good look. It's not a good look. And at the end of the day, you're going to have to just let it go. But that's my closing argument for today. If anybody want to say anything else before I close out, because I think I said enough and I made it to my 1 hour. But if anybody have anything to say in the comments, so I can say something. If not, I'm going to close out in 2 minutes. But I thank everybody for coming through, and I really appreciate it. But yeah, definitely let the brand go. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Tyler. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I'm feeling all the cheer. Thank you so much, Realist. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, bro. It's really been a joy and a ride here, but I'm trying to keep up. But this is my first piece of content, so I'm just enjoying it. But I thank y'all so much. I'm going to go ahead and close out. Thank y'all again. And I will see y'all the next live. Bye-bye.